March with this mugshot. His team seems to think they can pretty much turn lemons into lemonade every single time, right? But do you think if it comes down to Trump versus Biden in the general and voters are looking at the mugshot and 90-plus criminal charges, that's going to go over well with those who aren't his most ardent supporters?
Well, Anna, first of all, Donald Trump's not going to be elected president. I don't care if he's the nominee. He's not going to be elected president. But let me just make an observation. Who just can't wait for Donald Trump to go to jail. And there are Trump people who just are so angry at the system that they think the system of justice doesn't work in America. And nobody's listening to anybody else. And it's all dominated by anger. Anna, I become convinced, and I'm just going to get people stirred up. I think we need some sort of a spiritual revival in this country. I don't know what's going to get people out of their silos, and I don't know what's going to quell the anger, which is now turning into hatred, one side against the other. We've seen spiritual movements before work. In the Gilded Age, at the turn of the 20th century, there was a time when the robber barons ran everything, and the social gospel movement was born. And it changed America from an I country into a we country for about 60 or 70 years. I don't know how we're going to stop this hatred. And let me just say this to you. I have been against Donald Trump for 7 years, not 7 months or not 1 year or whatever. I've been against him from the beginning. I look at him as someone who's been made in the image of God. I don't hate Donald Trump. I want justice to come to Donald Trump and accountability. But we live in a world today where it's sort of that anger and hatred and glee at somebody else's misfortune or bitterness to what the other side thinks. Where's this taking our country, Anna? Seriously, we love America. My kids are going to have to inherit America. And what is it going to be like for them? Are we going to be divided like we ended up when we went actually into a civil war back? I mean, this is deeply concerning to me. So I'm looking at the bigger issue, and at the end of the day, yeah, Trump's dominating everything. And I'll say one last thing. Asa Hutchinson was the only one on that stage who said that he would not support Donald Trump if Donald Trump was convicted of a crime. He was panned by the critics. He got no credit for what he did. None.
You're right.
But he got no credit from the media. So the thing is, here's a guy standing up on principle, and what does he get in those debates? Nothing. Finally, those debates. I mean, come on. You think anybody's learning from those debates? I don't think Moses could have been selected to get the 10 Commandments if he was on the stage in a debate like that. The system has to change. It is not working. And there weren't that many